You're watching Creekbox TV.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another broadcast of Backroad Sports on Creekbox. My name is Tim Carroll. I'm here to do a game tonight with you with the Clinch County Panthers taking on the Atkinson County Rebels in Pearson, Georgia. A windy evening. Clinch comes in with a 3-0 record. Atkinson County comes in with lost our only game of the year. Thomas Langford's our leadoff hitter for Clinch. Left fielder, number 1, takes the first pitch for a ball. Real windy evening here in Pearson, chilly and windy. Of course, that's baseball weather. We're trying to get our cameras set up here. We had a little technical difficulty to start with. We'll get the count right with you here in just a minute. You can see behind the plate there, folks bundled up, hoodies on, gloves. Langford's still at the plate. Leadoff hitter for Clinch. Takes a curveball for a strike. Good looking curveball from the pitcher for Pearson, Markel Jordan, right-hander. Clinch is hitting the ball real well. They last Thursday against Brantley, they scored 14. Friday against Brooks, they scored 11. And Saturday against Frederica Academy, they scored 16. So they've been on a roll lately. 2-1, I believe, on Thomas Langford. Thomas is the leadoff hitter. Very scrappy. Swing and a miss. We must have missed a pitch. Thomas goes down swinging on strikes. First out of the inning. Jordan looks like he's got pretty good command. That brings up the second batter for Clinch, number 17, Brent Kaysen. He'll be playing second base tonight. Brent steps in. Looks to Jordan on the mound. Pitch comes in, outside. Brent takes it for ball 1. Brent waits on the second pitch from Jordan. Fly ball hit toward right field. It's going to fall for a base hit, so Brent is on with a single. 1-out single here in the top of the first. That's going to bring up the third hitter for Clinch. That's going to be Duncan Lutz. He's the DH today. He's going to be hitting for Josh Pigler, who's playing first. But Duncan's going to DH today in the number 3 spot. So Clinch has got a runner on first. 1 out here in the first inning. Jordan set to deliver. Curveball. Going to be a little high. Ball 1 on Duncan. 1-0 count to Duncan. The wind playing havoc on our cameras a little bit. That's very breezy over here. Ball's foul back. Even the count at 1-1. Duncan is one of our main pitchers. He's not on the mound tonight. They're just resting him a little bit. Duncan in the box, waiting on the offering. The 1-1 pitch from Jordan. Brent's casing it first. Ground ball a little low. Catcher does a good job blocking it, so Brent has to stay put. Makes it 2-1. Duncan with a good hitter's count here. Duncan's a 4-year starter, one of the best hitters we've got. He's got good knowledge at the plate, swings the bat well. Looking for big things out of him this year. 2-1 pitch. A little bit outside. Duncan's ahead in the count 3-1. Brent's casing it first. Swing and a miss. Makes it a full count, 3-2. Good cut. My dunk just came up a little off on it. Full count to Duncan for one out here in the first with Brent Casey, who had a one-out single to right field. Foul back. Duncan stays alive. Count still full. Jordan is looking in for the sign. Dunk waiting on the 3-2 pitch. Jordan checks a runner. Delivers to the plate. Curveball up high. That's going to put Duncan on first with a walk. Means Brent will go to second. That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter for Clinch, Kyle Hendricks, number 3, who was catching today. A lot of times Kyle plays outfield, but he's catching today. So Clinch in runners in scoring position early on here in the first. Like we got a good crowd tonight. Probably sell a lot of hot chocolate in the concession stand if they're making any, because or coffee, either one. They're gonna need something to stay warm tonight. All right, Hendricks is in the box. Clinch runners on first and second. Brent's Case at second. Duncan Lutz at first. Pitch is up and inside. Ball 1. Kyle Hendricks. One and 0 count. Second baseman trying to keep Brent's close. Pitcher doesn't like what he sees. Steps off. Jordan steps off. Looks back to trying to keep Brent's casing close. You don't want to give him a big lead because the base hit makes it easier for him to score. Second baseman coming in to try to hold him. Pop up. They're going to be out of play. Foul back by Kyle Hendricks. That makes the count 1-1. Still in the top of the first here. Just getting started here in Pearson, Georgia. First region game for Clinch and first region game for Atkinson County. Swing and a miss by Kyle. Makes a ball and 2 strikes. Kyle Hendricks behind 1-2. Jordan's offering a curveball. Good looking curveball. Froze Kyle for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs in the bottom of the two outs at the top of the first. Clinch still with runners to first and second. Brent's Casey opened up Clinch's first inning with a base hit. 1 out base hit to right field, and Duncan Lutz drew a walk. Around that, we had Thomas Langford struck out, lead off the game, and then Kyle Hendricks just struck out, and that's going to bring up number 15, the third baseman, Josh Griffiths. It's desperately trying to get a run here in the first. Foul back. Strike one on Josh. Right-hander for Pearson, Jordan. Markel Jordan looks like he's got good command of his pitches. Looks like he's got pretty good velocity and a good breaking pitch. Chances are it being the first region game, this is probably Pearson's one of their top pitchers, if not the top. Curveball for another strike. So Griffiths is in the hole, 0-2. If we got anybody going in motion on this pitch, a lot of times we'll send them with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Try to draw a bad throw possibly. There it is. Throw down to third. It's a little bit high. Thought about going. That's good. Coach Douglas is being aggressive, so both runners moved up a base. That means we got Kaysen at third. Got Duncan at second. 1-2 count on Josh Griffiths. Clinch runners, 2 runners in scoring position now. Lutz at second, and Brent Kaysen at third. Josh Griffiths battling up there, trying to put Clinch ahead in this game. Swing and a miss. So Jordan does his job, strikes out the side, leaves Clinch, squanders 2 runners. We're just coming to the bottom of the first inning here in Pearson, Georgia. So we're going to be back in 60 seconds. Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind. Then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you?
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals.
My name's Thomas Stevens. We're Wild Ass Cattle and Timber. We grind stumps and take down small parcels of timber. No job too big, too small. If we could ever help you, we sure would appreciate the business. My number's 912-282-0609. Thomas Stevens, 912-282-0609. Thank y'all.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Clinch in the field here in the bottom half of the first. The way Clinch is going to go defensively, you're going to have Warren Stovall is going to be on the mound tonight. Kyle Hendricks is going to be catching. First base is going to be Josh Pigler. Second base, Brent Kaysen. Shortstop is going to be Jalen Griffiths. Third base, Josh Griffiths. Left field, Thomas Langford. Center field, Darius Dorsey. And in right field, Langston Hendricks. Stovall is one of our top starters, a 4-year starter as well. He and along with Duncan Lutz have both signed college scholarships. Duncan going to Georgia State and Warren will be attending Valdosta State. Pearson coming up in the bottom half of the first. Their leadoff hitter is going to be number 2, the shortstop, Trevante Williams. Clinch meeting on the mound. Getting ready to get this thing underway. Williams is a right-hand hitter. Most shortstops are pretty agile, can run. He's at the top of the order, so we've got a pretty good idea that he's going to be able to get down the baseline in a hurry. Wind blowing across. If you're looking at the picture, it's blowing from your left to your right pretty hard. Pitch there just a little bit inside. Warren trying to get loose. Getting used to, whenever you're a visiting team, getting used to the opponent's mound sometimes can take you a little while here in the first inning. Every mound's built a little differently. It's supposed to be generally the same uniform height, but some have a little more downward slope than others. Williams takes the first pitch for a ball. Stovall delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And Warren could have had a little bit adrenaline flying for that first pitch. Cool. He's still trying to get loose. 1-1 count to Williams. Stovall delivers. Called a strike. 1-2. Caught the inside corner. Stovall gets the sign. Winds, delivers to the plate. A little bit inside, evens it at 2-2. Two and two here in the bottom of the first. Clinch had 2 runners in scoring position, second, third. They were not able to take advantage of that, so we still have no score. Battery for tonight for Clinch is Kyle Hendricks behind the plate, Warren Stovall on the mound. 2-2 count to Williams, the shortstop. Leadoff batter for Atkinson County. Ground ball hit to the shortstop for Clinch. Comes up with it, makes the throw. In time. Jalen Griffiths with a nice throw over to Josh Pigler to make the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the second batter for Pearson Rebels, Atkinson County Rebels, number 7, Markel Jordan, the pitcher. Markel did a good job the first inning as he pitched strikeouts around the two base runners and ended up leaving them where they stayed, second, third. First pitch, taken for a strike. Stovall starts out ahead in the count. Gets the sign from Jordan calls time. Warren gets the sign. He delivers. A little bit inside. Evened up at 1-1. Pearson's only played one game. They lost to Bacon last week. Bacon County was a AA school. A little bit inside, 2-1. Usually one of the top class AA schools in the state, so losing to them definitely doesn't mean anything as far as how good Pearson thinks they may be this year, Atkinson County. 2-1 count, swing and a miss. Warren comes back to even the count. Good cut by Jordan, but he comes up empty. Warren has got pretty good velocity usually. Good looking pitch, a little low. Makes it a full count. Colin Hendricks wanting to have a word with Warren. Talk things over a little bit. Quick discussion. We're getting ready for the payoff pitch here. Got a full count to the Rebel hurler, Markel Jordan. Warren winds, delivers. Ground ball hit the third. Josh Griffiths comes up with a play, a nice diving stab toward the line, but he's unable to come up and make the throw. So we've got an infield hit for Jordan. He's going to be on first. Pearson with a runner on first. I keep saying Pearson. That's Atkinson County. I'm just used to saying Pearson. We all know him as Pearson because they're our next door neighbor. That's going to bring up the number 3 hitter for the Rebels. Number 3, the DH, Willis Mansell. He's batting for number 12, Caleb Hewlett, who is the third baseman. Warren comes to the set with a stretch, delivers to the plate. A little bit inside, ball 1. Brent's coming over, communicating with the shortstop. A lot of times they'll talk back and two to determine who's got the ball hit back to the pitcher. They won't say anything, so the opposing team doesn't know, but that way they know between themselves who's got the bag on a ground ball back to Stovall. 1-0 to Mansell. Warren with a throw to first, keeping him close, lets him know he's there. I believe I remember Jordan from last year, and he runs pretty well, so that's why Warren's keeping an eye on him so close. Don't want to give him any advantage here to make it any shorter route to second base. Warren with the pitch. A little low, so it's 2-0 to Mansell. Mansell steps out, checks the sign. Stovall snap throw to first. Jordan breaks for second, and he's safe. He broke on the first move. A lot of times with left-handers, you tell your runners to move is on his first move, and that's what he did. And Jordan was able to beat the throw to second. So the Rebels with a runner in scoring position. Mansell ahead 2-0 in the count. That was a very intuitive base running by Jordan. Rents Casey trying to keep Jordan close. 2-0 to Mansell. Stovall delivers. There's a line drive. It's going to fall for a base hit to right field. Throw's coming in. They're going to cut it off, but Jordan scores on the base hit. So Mansell comes through and does his job with a single to right field. So Pearson gets on the board first here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 ahead. Got one out and run on first, and their cleanup hitters up. Number 1, the catcher, Slade White. Stovall comes set. Throws a little outside. Ball 1. You can hear the wind just blowing, whipping through the microphone. It's blowing hard. It's probably, I wouldn't be scared to say it's probably not gusting 20 miles an hour or more. Little outside, 2-0, the White. Of course, this is just anybody's been around baseball much. This is just early February or middle February baseball weather. It's just usually when baseball season starts, you can count on it being cold and windy. Foul tip, 2 balls, 1 strike. Warren comes back, ball in the strike zone. Mansell still holding it first. Clinch recorded the opening out of the inning with a ground ball hit to short. Nice play by Jalen Griffiths. And Markel Jordan hit a ground ball down the third baseline. At Clinch's third baseman, Josh Griffiths, made a nice play but couldn't get to it. There goes the throw. Runner's running. Ball a little short in the dirt. So he's able to get the second. So Atkinson County with another runner scoring position. Mansell down at second to DH. And Slade White still at the plate. Couldn't tell what the pitch was, so we'll have to see what the umpire holds up. Three ones, what he's saying. So 3 balls and a strike to White. Now they're going to have a conference here to determine. Maybe we'll change the pitch. Umpires conferred and came away. I think we're still at 3-1, but if I see any different, I'll alert you as soon as I know. One out here in the first. Fly ball towards center field. Darius Dorsey breaking to his right. Ball gets by Dorsey. Mansell's going to score. And White's going to go all the way to second. So Atkinson County with a couple runs here in the first. That ball was hit to the right of Dorsey. He went and made a gallant effort. Couldn't come up with it. Turns out to be a double for Slade White. So Slade White's at second. That's going to bring up the center fielder, number 4, Cole Lott. That wind's blowing pretty hard. It might have blown it away from Darius as he went to go get it. It's blowing more to the, like we mentioned earlier, from left to right. Pitcher's left to the pitcher's right, first to third, and that ball probably carried by him. Coach Douglas going out to have a little conference with the infield, trying to get him settled down. Let's try to right the ship before we give up any more here. Just tuning in, we're here in the bottom of the first. Clinch was unable to score in the top half of the first, and Atkinson County has scored 2 here in the bottom half of the first, still with a runner at second and only 1 out. Number 5 man in the order, number 4, Cole Lott, the center fielder. There's been several Lotts who have played for Atkinson County. I don't know if it's one of the brothers or cousin, but they've had some good ones in the past. Kaysen trying to keep him close. Stovall delivers a little bit outside. Atkinson County looks much improved so far than from last year. Last year they were had some difficulties. Stovall checks the runner, delivers to the plate. A little bit outside. It's 2-0. Stovall checks, 2-0 to Lott. Trying to pick him off at second. Runner's back. Good attempt to try to get an out. But Slade White, the catcher, got back safely. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Stovall desperately trying to limit the damage to 2 runs here in the first. Brent Kaysen trying to keep runner second close. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Stovall's come back and evened up the count at 2 apiece after going down 2-0 to start with. Looking to try to record the second out of the inning. A little low, it's going to make it a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Be the payoff pitch to Atkinson County center fielder. Warren gave him a look at second, see if maybe he was getting a big lead, trying to keep him close. Full count. Sometimes you may put the runners in motion on a 3-2 pitch. Delivers to the plate. Swing and a miss. So Warren Stovall records the second out of the inning on a swing and strikeout to Lott, number 4. That's going to bring up number 5, the first baseman, Brian Taft. Stovall looking to cut the damage off right here at 2. Pearson's recorded 3 hits this inning. Pitch a little upstairs, but swung on by Taft and missed. So Warren's ahead, no balls and a strike. Little conference between Taft and Coach Tommy Adcock down at third base, head coach for the Atkinson County Rebels. Kyle Hendricks coming to have a word with Warren Stovall. Josh Griff's coming over to encourage him. Taft behind, no balls and a strike here in the bottom of the first, 2 outs. Runner at second, Slade White. The catcher's at second after he had an RBI double. The score, Willis Mansell. Stovall gets the sign. Swing and a miss. Stovall's quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to the number 6 hitter in the Atkinson County order. Stovall comes set, delivers to the plate. Curveball a little bit high. Like it's not unusual in cool weather like this. Sometimes it's hard to get a grip on the breaking pitch. Came out of his hand a little loose. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stovall delivers. Swing and a miss. So Stovall was able to pitch out of the jam, but not before the Atkinson County Rebels pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. So after 1 complete inning here in Pearson, Georgia, the Atkinson County Rebels 2, Clinch County Panthers nothing. Take about a 60-second break to talk to our sponsors, and we'll be back.
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes, and remember, we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-Go, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
Welcome back, everybody. We're back in Pearson, Georgia, getting ready for the 2nd inning with the Atkinson County Rebels hosting Clinch County. Leadoff batter for Clinch County is going to be the pitcher, number 8, Warren Stovall. Michael Jordan, the right-hand pitcher for Clinch County. Stovall swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. If that wind continues to blow and that sun's going down, it wasn't real warm because it was cloudy, but without that sun up, or a little bit of the sun, it may drop off and be kind of nippy. So you can look back there and see the crowd. You see everybody bundled up pretty well with hoodies and gloves and jackets and anything they can to stay warm. Stovall behind, no balls and a strike. Leadoff hitter here in the 2nd. Jordan delivers. A little low, evens the count at 1-1. Pearson scored 2 in their half of the 1st inning on 3 singles, or 2 singles and a double. Clinch looking to try to get on the board here in the 2nd. Stovall with a 1-1 count. Ground ball hit towards shortstop. Shortstop up, makes the throw to first in time. So Stovall's put down on a ground ball to short for the first out of the inning. Retired on the first out of the inning. First out on that ground ball to short. Nice play by the shortstop to come up and make the play to first. That's going to bring up the center fielder for Clinch, number 2, Darius Dorsey. Dorsey, good-looking curveball for a strike. Dorsey's one of our Clinch County Panther football players as well. He's one of the linebackers, running backs, stocky built. Has played, I think he started ever since his freshman year. Season was a 3-year starter. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. So Darius Dorsey's quickly in the hole. Jordan looks like he's got good command of his pitches. He's a little bit erratic in the first inning, but so far in the second, he's been all over the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike, breaking pitch in the dirt. So Darius takes it, makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Darius had a very high on-base percentage last year. Seemed like he walked or got hit a lot of times. That's maybe because he stands close to the plate. I'm not sure, but he's behind 1-2. Stays alive, foul tip, back to the fence. Had some folks scattering that were right there behind the backstop. They thought it was coming through the fence to get him, the net to get him. Dorsey trying to stay alive, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes on him here in the top of the second with 1 out. Warren Stovall led off the inning, thrown out on a ground ball to short. Jordan delivers. Good velocity on that pitch. Swing and a miss by Darius Dorsey for the 2nd out of the inning. That's going to bring up number 22, the right fielder, Langston Hendricks. Hendricks is also one of the catchers. He and Kyle Hendricks is catching today. They're cousins, but they also swap out on games, just trying to keep everybody fresh. This long season also, it helps you out in playoff time if you got 2 catchers ready. So 2 outs in the first. Hendricks at the plate. Takes a ball down low. Jordan has shown real good command of his pitches so far. He's recorded 4 strikeouts out of the 5 outs, so he appears to be a power pitcher with a good breaking pitch. Good curveball popped up behind the plate. Catcher makes the catch to end the inning. So Clinch goes down quickly here in the top of the 2nd inning. Still behind 2-0. We'll be back after a break with our sponsors.
Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh, mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Creek Box tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
You're watching Creek Box TV.
All right, here we go. We're back, folks, for the bottom of the 2nd inning here in Pearson, Georgia, Atkinson County, Clinch County. Atkinson County with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 2nd. That's going to bring up the leadoff batter for Atkinson County's number 16, the 2nd baseman, Carson Mercer. Clint still with Stovall on the mound, the senior left-hander. First pitch a little low. Ball 1. Stovall delivers. Good looking pitch on the outside corner, evens it at 1 apiece. 1 apiece. Atco scored twice in the first on 2 singles and a double. Pitch a little down and out. 2 balls and a strike. Stovall takes a sign, delivers. A little down for 3-1. 3-1 count. That one's downstairs too, so Mercer opens up the inning and draws a walk. That's going to bring up the number 8 batter in the order for the Rebels. Number 6, the right fielder, Javier Martinez. Lights on here in Atkinson County. Field's in good shape, other than being a little cold and windy. Pearson's leadoff batter's on. Carson Mercer drew a walk. It's going to bring up Javier Martinez, the 8th batter in the order, and he is the right fielder. Stovall on the stretch, takes the sign. Delivers to the plate. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Way to open up with a strike for Warren. Martinez looking down for his sign from Coach Adcock. Stovall delivers. A bunt attempt. Bunted foul. So Warren quickly had no balls and 2 strikes to the Rebel right fielder. If you just tuned in, Carson Mercer was over at first. He drew a walk to lead off the bottom of the 2nd. Martinez, the right fielder, is down, no balls and 2 strikes. Warren freezes him on the inside pitch. It's called strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Good looking pitch from Stovall. That's going to bring up number 10, the left fielder, Kelvin Ramirez. Stovall delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Good looking pitch from Warren. Pearson would run on first, 2 outs. Stovall delivers, a little high, 1-1. Stovall throwing a lot of pitches early here in the game. Don't know if he's going to be on a pitch limit tonight, being it's cold weather, exactly what Coach Douglas has in mind. 1-1 count to Ramirez. Ball downstairs. Kyle Hendricks quickly does a good job keeping it in front of him, hustles to it, so he has to hold the runner at first. So Mercer's unable to advance. 2 balls and a strike here, Ramirez. Little upstairs makes it 3-1 to the Ramirez, who's the 9th man in the batting order, and coaches generally are not real happy when you walk the 9th man. We're behind 3-1. This is swing and foul back. Evens at 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. So Stovall comes back and fills up the strike zone. Panthers desperately trying to keep Ramirez off the bags, because that would give, if he got on, that would give the Rebels runners on first and second at the top of the order coming up. 3-2 pitch coming to Ramirez with Mercer at first. Well, I guess that wasn't 3-2. I thought it was a 3-2 pitch. All right. Let's try it again here. I must have the count a little bit off. That's ball 4. Well, now Pearson's got 2 runners on, first and second. Here in a second, we're back at the top of the order with Trevante Williams, the shortstop. Number 2, his first time up, he grounded out to short. Atkinson County looking to get something going here in the second inning. Got number 16, Carson Mercer at second. Number 10, Kelvin Martinez at first. The leadoff hitter at the plate. Stovall checks the runners. Delivers. A little outside for ball 1. Stovall hoping to keep the Rebels from scoring again. Pitch is a little outside. It makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Warren's already thrown a lot of pitches He's very near the strike zone, but he's just missing. Trying to be a little bit too fine. He needs to bring it back in a little bit. 2-0 pitch to Williams. Foul back for 2 balls and a strike. Two and one to Williams, 1 out here in the second. Atkinson County runners on first and second. Stovall takes the sign, delivers. Inside corner, evens it up at 2-2. A real good looking pitch there from Stovall. It's a big hitter right here. We don't need to let him advance into runners for the Rebels. High and outside, it's going to make it 3-2. Brent's Cation trying to keep the Rebel runner close. Payoff pitch. It's down in the dirt. It's another walk. So Stovall now has walked. The base is loaded, sandwiched around the strikeout. And that's going to bring up number 7, the pitcher, Markel Jordan, who opened up the hitting parade for the Rebels with a ground ball down the third baseline that Clinch County's third baseman Josh Griffiths dove and backhanded but couldn't come up and make the play. So Atkinson County with runners on every base. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. First pitch a little low. Ball 1. Stovall winds, delivers. Jordan takes it to even the count at 1-1. Clinch needs an out somewhere to avoid a big inning by the Rebels. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit hard but foul down the third baseline. Jordan's behind, a ball and 2 strikes. To the lefty from Clinch, Warren Stovall. Kyle Kendricks comes out, confers with Stovall quickly. Get on the same page to determine what they're going to throw, because Jordan is definitely one of their better hitters. Stovall winds, delivers. Ball gets by Kyle Hendricks. And Carson Mercer is going to score on the pitch. And the other Rebels, Kelvin Ramirez moves over to third. Travante Williams moves to second. That evens the count at 2-2. That ball was a tough one to handle, and Kyle Hendricks couldn't come up with it. So Atkinson County puts another one on the board here in the second inning to take a 3-0 lead. 2-2 count to Markel Jordan, the pitcher. Stovall delivers. Swing and a miss. It's a big out right there for the second out. It's going to bring up the DH, number 3, Willis Mansell. Stovall with a good out there. Both his outs or strikeouts this inning. Clinch needs to limit the damage. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Warren inside. Quickly ahead, no balls and a strike. Warren winds, delivers. Call strike 2. Good pitch on the outside corner. Stovall quickly ahead, 0-2. Clinch digging themselves a hole early on, down 3-0. Stovall ahead, 0-2. Delivers to Mansell. A little bit upstairs. Makes the ball and 2 strikes. Atkinson County runners on second, third. The DH at the plate. Stovall 1-2 count. Foul back. Still at 1-2. Atkinson County loaded the bases on walks, sandwiched around the strikeout, and then pitch in the dirt. Scored 1, runner from third, and everybody moved up. Stovall struck out that batter for the second out. Now Stovall hit 1 and 2 to number 3, Willis Mansell, the DH. Mansell looking to add to the lead for the Atkinson County Rebels. Did he go? Ball in the dirt. Swing. Throw goes to first for the out. But not before Atkinson County put another one on the board. So after 2 complete innings, Atkinson County Rebels 3, Clinch County Panthers 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds after a word from our sponsors.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation. Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicide. Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
All right, welcome back, folks. Here we are going into the top of the third inning in Pearson, Georgia. Atkinson County Rebels, Clinch County Panthers, first region game of the 2019 season. Finds the Atkinson County Rebels with a 3-0 lead on Clinch. Atkinson County scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Let's take a 3-0 lead. Clinch trying to get back into this. They're going to start the inning with their shortstop, number 7, Jalen Griffiths, leading off. He's going to be facing a right-hander from Pearson, Markel Jordan, who's done a tremendous job so far, striking out 4 of the 6 he's faced. Been very efficient with his pitches, not throwing very few pitches on this cool. I'm borderline on staying cold tonight. It's very windy. The wind wasn't blowing. It probably wouldn't be all that bad, but wind's still blowing pretty hard. Jordan delivers. Jalen shows bunt, but holds back, takes it for a ball. Thomas delivers. A bunt. Back to the pitcher. Thomas fields, throws to first. Griffiths is retired for the first out of the inning. From the pitcher back to the first baseman on the bunt for the first out. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for Clinch, number 7, Thomas Langford, left fielder. He first time he came up, he struck out to open the game. Clinch looking to get base runners. Langford, one of the speediest guys on the team. Good bunter, good base runner, good outfielder, good athlete. Good looking pitch. First call for a strike by Jordan. Thomas in the hole, no balls and a strike. Atkinson County looks much improved from last year. Last year they were, I said earlier, they were struggled on some things, but this year looks like they put it all together and they're playing very well right now. Thomas takes that pitch outside to even the count of the ball and the strike. One out here in the top of the third. Jalen Griffiths opened up the inning with an attempted bunt. The pitcher fielded it, threw him out. Pitch downstairs. That's going to be 2 balls and a strike. Thomas ahead in the count. Trying to figure out Mr. Jordan. He's been pretty stingy with everything tonight. Good pitches and good control. And tough to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Going to be a base hit for Thomas Langford. Thomas did a good job with that curveball. Hitting it right back up the middle. The Clinch is in business with the runner on. That's going to bring up second man in the order, number 17, Brent Kaysen, who's the second baseman. Brent's first time up, he had a base hit to right field. Thomas was a good pitch. That curveball was a good pitch down and away, but he did a good job going with it. Hit it right back up the middle, almost through the pitcher Jordan's legs. Jordan comes set. Langford. Throw goes over, but he's back in time. Jordan's aware of Thomas's speed. I'm sure they're wanting to keep him as close as possible. Not only is he fast, but he's a good base runner as well. Very intelligent. Kaysen's a good hit and run man. He can get the ball to the second base side. Ball's inside. First pitch for a ball. So he could hit behind the runner. He's done it several times in his career, so Clinch is right where they want to be with the runner on first, top of the order, leadoff man on. Leadoff man in the order, but second batter of the inning on. Jordan checks him. Delivers. Curveball. Thomas on the steals. He's going to get in there. He's going to beat the throw. So Thomas steals second base. Kaysen takes that pitch for low, so it should be 2 balls, no strikes. And Clinch got a runner in scoring position. Haven't had anybody in scoring position since the first inning when they had runners on second and third. Kaysen looking to drive in the first run of the night for Clinch. Thomas Langford at second. Jordan comes set, delivers. Foul back off the screen. Good cut. Brent's taking a short swing. Jordan comes set. Kaysen another shot. Ball falls in right field. That's another base hit. Thomas Langford around in third. Thomas is going to score. Brent goes down to second on the throw. So Clinch is on the board tonight. Makes it 3-1. Kaysen did his job. Brent has a short stroke and was able to hit a single toward right field. An RBI single, as a matter of fact. So it's 3-1 now. Clinch is coming to the meat of the order. Number 5, Duncan Lutz, the DH. He's hitting for Josh Pigler, who's the first baseman. Kaysen at first. 1 out. Kaysen at second. It was a single when they threw to the plate to try to get Langford. Brent's hustled down to second base. First pitch in the dirt. Good block by Slade White, the catcher for the Rebels, to keep Brent Kaysen at second. Lutz ahead in the count, 1-0. Bottom of the third, Clinch trailing 3-1 on this very chilly February night. First region game for both teams. Jordan looks. Pretty well borderline pitch, goes Clinch's way. So Lutz is ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Looking for a pitch he can drive here. Try to get Kaysen in. Cut the lead to 1. Jordan checks, delivers. Swing and a miss. Good cut by Lutz. Came up empty, though. 2 balls and a strike. Casey down at second, anxiously trying to get a jump to get Clinch or run closer to evening it up. 2-1, deliver. Called outside corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This umpire's got a little bit of delayed call. So you hate to say one way or another what it is until you got to look at it for a minute. So he counts even at 2 apiece. Markel Jordan, the right-hander for Atkinson County, trying to keep Brent Casey from scoring. Lutz is your hitter. Curveball. Ball down, gets away from the catcher. Brent hustles to third and comes up safe. Curveball that got away from the catcher, but not very far, but Brent was able to take advantage of that. That should make the count full. Going to have a visit from head coach Tommy Adcock for the Atkinson County Rebels. Duncan Lutz sprints down to talk to Coach Douglas at third. Brent Casey, who's at third, is right there too in the meeting, trying to get our strategy down to determine what we're going to do. And I'm sure Coach Douglas is telling him to anticipate a pitch in the dirt, being it's 3-2, and try to score. He did a good job anticipating the last one to move over to third on that pitch. It was low. It got away from the catcher. Jordan and White finished their conversation. Coach Adcock back to the dugout. We're ready to go back to the action here. Third inning, top of the third, Clinch trailing 3-1. Brent Casey at third, Duncan Lutz at the plate with 1 out and a full count. Thomas delivers. Lutz still alive, fouls it off. Clinch used back-to-back hits this inning to get on the board. Thomas Langford's 1 out single. Stole second. Then Brent Casey's RBI single to right field. Scored Langford. Swing by Lutz behind first. It's going to fall out of play. So Lutz still alive. 3-2. First bit of trouble that Jordan's been in tonight. The third inning. Comes set. Delivers to the plate. Lutz with a hard hit ground ball towards second base. Going to be a base hit. That's going to score Casey. The Clinch has cut the lead to 3-2. Fine piece of hitting by Duncan Lutz on a base hit to right field. Clinch continues to swing the bat well. That's 1, 2, 3 hits this inning. 3 hits this inning. So they're starting to figure out Mr. Jordan. Clinch still only with 1 out. Lutz at first. That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, number 3, the catcher, Kyle Hendricks. Kyle, the first time up, took a called third strike. Lutz at first, 1 out. Throw back to first. Lutz back in time. Hendricks, one of the Panthers with a lot of power, had a 3-run homer in the scrimmage against Camden County a week ago. Pitch a little upstairs. Hendricks comes up empty, behind in the count 1-0. I mean, no balls on a strike. Clinch, the last 2 hitters had 2 strike base hits. Clutch hitting. Curveball, good looking curveball. Strike 2 on Hendricks, Kyle Hendricks. Behind no balls and 2 strikes. From the right-hand pitcher, number 7, Markel Jordan, for the Atco Rebels. Kyle calls time. Steps out. No pitch on that. It was delivered, but it wasn't a ball or strike because time was called. Just no pitch. Clinch has scored 2 in this inning. Rebels had 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Clinch came back with 2 here in the third to make it 3-2 on 3 consecutive hits. Jordan looks in. He's ahead of Kyle Hendricks. No balls and 2 strikes and 1 out. A little bit outside. Makes a ball and 2 strikes. Jordan was looking for Hendricks to chase the pitch out of the strike zone, but Hendricks was disciplined enough not to take it, not to do it. Throw it away. Lutz breaks for second. Pitcher made an errant throw to first. Lutz is able to move to second on the throw. Atkinson County coming unraveled here a little bit. And we said last year they had some defensive struggles during the season, so up to now they played real well. Clinch with a tie and run in scoring position. Lutz at second, Kyle Hendricks at the plate, behind in the count. Delivers, curveball, little low. Good job by Hendricks not to swing. It's a good 2-strike pitch. It looks like a strike, but it's not. Hendricks disciplined enough to take it, so that evens the count at 2. Clinch still only with 1 out this inning. It's been a long inning. Looking to add to it. He delivers. A little bit inside. Makes the count 3-2 to Kyle Hendricks. Third baseman Josh Griffiths on deck for the Panthers. All right, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Jordan to the catcher for Clinch, Kyle Hendricks. Ball 4. Ball 4. That's going to walk. Put Hendricks at first. Lutz at second. Clinch still with 1 out. They're mounting a rally here. It's going to bring up number 15, the third baseman, Josh Griffiths. Josh struck out his first time. Markell with 4 strikeouts early in this game. Clinch runners on first and second, 1 out. Speedy Kyle Hendricks at first. Lutz at second. Pitch down in the strike zone for a ball. Josh Griffiths had 1 ball, no strikes. Thomas looking to try to stop the bleeding here for the Rebels. Swing and a miss by Griffiths on a good curveball from Thomas. Makes it 1-1. From Jordan, I mean. Markell Jordan. Don't know I'm kind of Markell Thomas, but the pitcher is Markell Jordan. 1-1 to Josh Griffiths. Clinch still with 2 runners on. Duncan Lutz at second. There's RBI single, and Kyle Hendricks drew a walk. Time again. Called. No pitch. Slade White out to confer with catcher Slade White out to confer with pitcher Jordan. White back to the plate. Josh Griffiths with a 1-1 count here in the third, 1 out. Runners on first and second for Clinch. One count. Foul ball down the right field line. Makes the ball and 2 strikes to Josh. Griffiths looking to plate another run for the Panthers and even it up. 1-2 count to Josh. Delivers. Good looking curveball taken for a ball though. Clinch is starting to show some discipline on the curveball early on. They were swinging at it, but they've been laying off of it. That evens it up to 2-2. It's a good looking pitch, but Clinch is disciplined enough not to take it, not to swing at it. Good out pitch. Breaks out of the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Griffiths. Delivery. inside corner. Turns out to be strike 3 for Mr. Griffiths. That's the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Clinch's pitcher, number 8, Warren Stovall. Stovall looking to help himself here and plate the third run that will tie it up. Lutz at second. Kyle Hendricks at first. Coach Douglas coming down to confer with the umpire. Like he's going to might make a change of some kind. Might be looking for a pinch runner at second to get a little more speed out there. I think we had a substitution of some sort, but I'm not sure which. So Warren Stovall steps in the box. 2 runners on first and second, 2 outs. Here in the top half of the third, Clinch trailing 3-2. They've scored 2 this inning on several hits and a walk. Ball's upstairs. Stovall takes the first pitch for a ball. Clinch had back-to-back hits by Langford, Kaysen, and Lutz. With Langford and Kaysen scoring, Lutz ended up at second. And we had a walk to Kyle Hendricks. Ball 2, Warren Stovall. Jordan's starting to labor a little bit. It's been a long inning for him. He was pretty efficient the first 2 innings, but this has been a long inning for him. With some hits and some walks, sandwiched around strikeouts and a bunt. Stovall, ball gets underneath the catcher. Clinch's runners move up. Good base running by Clinch. That moves Lutz over to third. That moves Hendricks to second. So base hit could give Clinch the lead. Stovall way ahead in the count. Jordan looking to stop the bleeding here and keep the Rebels with the lead. Lutz steps back in. Ahead in the count. Warren, another good hitter with a compact swing. Takes a pitch for a strike. If my count is correct, it's 3 balls and a strike. So that was almost an automatic take on 3-0, but just a bit different story here. Good hitter's pitch here with runners on second, third, 3-1. Should be a pitch in the strike zone. Could be handled. Wow, that pitch was on the corner. Could have went either way, but Warren took it for 3-2. So we got 3-2, 2 outs. Runners won't be running because they have an open base behind them. Three-two delivery. Ball 4. Clinch has the bases loaded. That's going to bring up number 2, Darius Dorsey, center fielder. Coach Doug's probably going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Looks like he is. Trying to get a number on him there. If I can get the runner, I'll tell you. The number of the runner, I'll tell you. Can't tell you. I can't see a number, so. Nevertheless, Clinch with the bases loaded. Courtesy runner at first. Hendricks at second. Duncan Lutz at third. Darius Dorsey at the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. Clinch trailing 3-2. Almost battered around this inning, so it's been a long inning for the Panthers. Jordan still on the mound looking to get out of this. Ball outside, ball 1. He was had good command of his pitches early on, but he just started struggling this inning after a couple hits. Base hit would be huge. This is a key batter either way. Jordan gets out, but they maintain the lead. Dorsey gets on. We got a new ball game. Curveball. Dorsey checked his swing. Make it 2-0. Another good job. Jordan has a very sharp curveball, but it's breaking out of the strike zone, not for a strike, and Clinch is taking it. Wisely taking it because it's almost unhittable. Dorsey ahead in the count. Jordan delivers. Outside, I believe it's 3-0. Had to wait on the umpire to see. He takes his time calling balls or strikes. And now Jordan definitely in a bind behind 3-0 and nowhere to put Dorsey. He delivers. Ball 4. Oh, he must have called that second one a strike, so it's 3-1 then. Pitch, it looked like he checked swing, but umpire doesn't give you a lot of motion sometimes, so 3-1 to Jordan. Still looking to stop the bleeding here. Clinch looking at it on. Attempted throw to third, thinking about catching the runner off guard. A lot of times the pitchers will look to pick someone off when they're struggling a little bit to try to help themselves out. Three-one delivery from Jordan. Swing and a miss by Dorsey. Came up empty. Like Jordan reached back a little bit, and Dorsey gave it all he had, but he just came up a little empty on that. So now we got 3-2, bases loaded. Runner should be in motion. So base hit would definitely score 2. Swing and a miss. Jordan pitches himself out of it. But not before Clinch County scores 2 runs, cut the lead to 3-2 here, going into the bottom of the third. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Message from our sponsors.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor at Trinity Baptist Church. Man, Jesus has dramatically changed my life. And I want you to know He'll do the same for you if you'll give Him that opportunity.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year. At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the bottom of the third inning. Pearson, Georgia, Atkinson County holding the 3-2 lead. Clinch came back with 2 runs in the second to cut into the lead. Pearson had developed the lead with 2 runs in the first and 1 in the second. Clinch got to Mark Hill Jordan, started for Atkinson County for 2 runs in that inning. Warren Stovall still on the mound for the Panthers. He started, and he's thrown more pitches probably than he'd like, but he's still out there. He's going to come up and face number 1, the catcher, Slade White, to start off the bottom of the third. Ground ball hit hard to second. Kaysen can't come up with it. Ball's going to get through. Kind of a funny bad hop. We'll give him a single on that. So, first pitch swinging. Slade White's on. That's going to bring up number 4, center fielder Cole Lott. White had doubled his first time up. Cole Lott, center fielder, number 4, struck out the first time. So White's on first with 1 out. Swinging on the first pitch. Ball a little low to Lott. Stovall comes set. Checks the runner at first, delivers. Swing and a miss. Even the count at 1-1. Warren with better command this inning, it seems to be. He comes set, checking White at first, Lott at the plate. Picks him off, throws coming down. They're able to get him. First baseman makes the throw to the second baseman, records the out of the inning. Good pickoff move by Warren Stovall. That'd be 1-3 to 4 there for the out. First out of the inning, so Warren gets himself out of trouble there, and gets the leadoff man who got a bat up single. The center field picked him off. Now he's facing Lott again, the center fielder. The 1-1 count. Fouled off. Well, I guess they called him safe at second. I thought they threw him out. We must have dropped the ball or something because the ball was there way ahead of him. Don't take any regret in high school baseball, folks. If it looks like it out, doesn't always mean it is. Ball outside. 2-1. So Atkinson County with another runner in scoring position. Slade White, the catcher's at second after singling and then going to second on the attempted pickoff and come up safe. Swing and a miss. So that means Mr. Lott goes down swinging for the second time. That's going to bring up the next batter for Clinch for Atkinson County, number 16. Second baseman Carson Mercer. Stovall delivers, ball hit in the gap. Must have been a foul ball over third, but just foul. That was Stovall's sixth strikeout of the evening. Hard hit ball by Taft, but foul. Ball low. Tough pitch to handle. Kyle Hendricks is having a hard time finding it. That's going to allow Slade White to move to third. Atkinson County with a runner 90 feet from making it their fourth run. Stovall trying to stop the rally. Stovall delivers. Strike call. Ball on the strike. That's the conference with Coach Adcock. Vince Casey and Josh Griffiths coming in to encourage Warren. Coach Adcock having a discussion with the umpire. Stovall looks, delivers. Foul back. Taft hanging tough up there at the plate. Trying to plate this fourth run. Catcher Slade White down at third after a base hit and moved to second on an attempted pickoff and Went to third on a pitch that was in the dirt and hard to handle by Kyle Hendricks. Swing and a miss. Pitch was loose, but they got Taft out, so Taft strikes out for the second out of the inning. That's strikeout number 7 for Mr. Stovall. That's going to bring up number 16, second baseman, Carson Mercer, who walked the first time. That's Taft struck out the first time as well, so he was 2 strikeouts this game. So 2 outs. Runner at third. Swing and a miss by Mercer. Stovall trying to shut the door. Up high, ball 1. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Slade White, the catcher, down at third. Hoping to score and give the Rebels another run to the lead. Pitch got away from Warren. Makes it 2 balls and a strike. Stovall delivers, ball low. Good block by Kyle Hendricks. Evens it up at 2-2. Warren looking to put out the fire here. Ground ball hit. Third baseman up with it. Griffiths throws to first for the out. So Mercer grounds out to third. Atkinson County comes up empty here in the third inning. So we played 3 complete here in Pearson, Georgia, with Atkinson County Rebels holding a 3-2 lead over the Clinch County Panthers. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind, then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you?
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals.
My name's Thomas Stevens. We're Wild Ass Cattle and Timber. We grind stumps and take down small parcels of timber. No job too big, too small. If we could ever help you, we sure would appreciate the business. My number is 912-282-0609. Thomas Stevens, 912-282-0609. Thank y'all.
We thank you for tuning in to Creekbox tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Welcome back, everybody. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Pearson, Georgia, Clinch County, Atkinson County, first region game. Atkinson County holding a 3-2 lead. Clinch's first batter of the inning is number 22, the right fielder, Langston Hendricks. First pitch taken for a strike. Markel Jordan still on the mound for the Rebels. Cruised through the first 2 innings, and last inning had a Bit of trouble. Gave two runs back to Clinch. Clinch got 3 hits and a walk sandwiched around it. Swing and a miss by Hendricks to cut the lead to 3-2. And came back out and had runners in scoring position, second, third, in the bottom of the third. And Clinch held them off, so that's where we're at. 3-2 in the top of fourth. Opening region game for both teams on a very cool and windy night here in Pearson. Pitch upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. A lot of times pitchers are trying to throw it high in the strike zone with 2 strikes, get batters to make an attempt. It's hard to hit a pitch that's up there in the strike zone. Hendricks behind 1 and 2, trying to get the leadoff hitter on for Clinch in fourth. Curveball misses, 2 and 2. A lot of break to the curveball, but it was well outside. Hendricks with good speed. Swing and a miss. So Hendricks goes down swinging for the first out of the fourth inning. That's going to bring up number 7, Jalen Griffiths. Griffiths bunted the first time in an attempt to get on, but pitcher fielded it and threw him out. So 1 out here in the fourth. First pitch to Griffiths, fly ball, out of play. Foul back behind the count, no balls and a strike. Good looking curveball. This pitch. All down low. I see that one. Both these pitchers with a good command of the strike zone. Jordan with 6 strikeouts. Clinch left-hander Warren Stovall with 7. Griffiths at the plate. There's that hard curveball from Jordan, but Griffiths lays off. Clinch has done a good job of laying off that thing. It's got a big break, sharp break, down and away toward the left-hand batter's box. Tough pitch to hit. Jordan delivers up high. They must call that second pitch strikes. Now we got a full count. Jalen trying to get on base, get the leadoff batter on. And that gets back to the top of the order where Thomas Langford would be next. Jordan delivers. Pitch was pretty close, called ball 4. I'm sure the Pearson fans will be barking at him about that call, but could have went either way and went Clinch's way. So Clinch has got a runner on first with 1 out here in the fourth, and that's going to bring up the leadoff batter in the lineup, number 7, Thomas Langford. Excuse me, number 1, Thomas Langford. He's the left fielder. Coach Adcock coming out. Barking at the umpire a little bit, I think. Called it as a meeting with the pitcher, and he's barking at the umpire. The umpire put him in the dugout pretty quick. They're not going to listen to a whole lot about balls and strikes. Umpires confirmed with Coach Douglas, and not exactly sure what we got going on, but home plate umpire got it straightened out. He's headed back behind the plate, and Thomas Langford will be waiting to move in the box with Jalen Griffiths, the Clinch County shortstop, who worked the walk off of the pitcher for Rebels, Markel Jordan. Langford started things off the last inning with a base hit. It started the rally. Langford looking to keep this rally alive and move Jalen Griffiths from first on around the bases. Clinch trailing 3-2 here in the top of the fourth. Pitch inside. Hits Langford. Not sure if it's in the back or must have been the back area. Probably smarted a little bit on a cool night like this. But nevertheless, Clinch is in business. They got 2 runners on a walk and a hit pitch. Mr. Jordan might be a little bit fatigued here. That's going to bring up Brent Kaysen. Number 17, the second baseman. He has 2 singles tonight. Started off the things with a single in the first, then had an RBI single in the third. Kaysen with back-to-back singles to the right side in right field over the second baseman's head. Good-looking singles. 1 out. Jalen Griffiths at second. Thomas Langford at first. Brent Kaysen at the plate. Ball inside. Jordan still sounds like he's got pretty good velocity. Kaysen takes the first pitch low and in for ball 1. We got Coach Adcock coming out again. Maybe we're going to have a pitching change. I'm not sure. The catcher's leaving. Slade White, the catcher, is going from behind the plate. Not exactly sure what we're doing this inning. He's taking his equipment off, though. I'm not sure if he's going to the mound or we're going to have somebody put it on, because we definitely have to have one of those to play. My count, that was about 77 pitches for Jordan, which is this time of year. It's a pretty good number, and also in this kind of weather, it's also pretty good night. But hadn't seen him leave yet, and got a new catcher. Not sure who the new catcher is. We're gonna have to look and see what we got. Unless White was hurt for some reason. It's unusual that they let a substitute come in and take pitches from the pitcher. Unless it was a injury. We certainly hope that the catcher for Pearson, Slade White, isn't injured. He was one of their best hitters. He had 2 hits tonight, so I'm sure Coach Adcock is certainly doesn't have to deal with that. Didn't see anything happening back there where he took a foul tip or anything. We'll have to look and see at the numbers and all, see if we can't figure out exactly what's going on. Because we're out here in center field, we're not near the dugout, so it's hard for us to get communication as to nevertheless, we're back. Clinch with 2 runners on. Jalen Griffiths opened Jimmy Langston Hendricks struck out the open inning. Jalen Griffiths walked, and Thomas Langford was hit by the first pitch. Then Brent Kaysen took the first pitch for a ball, so we're at 1 ball, no strikes here in the 4th, nobody out. Pearson clinging to a 3-2 lead. Jordan still the pitcher for the Rebels. Ground ball hit, shortstop. He's out at second. Try the out at first, they don't get it. So Brent Kaysen hits into a fielder's choice. They throw out Thomas Langford at second. But that allows Jalen Griffiths to move to third. So Clinch with runners at the corners. With 2 outs. That's going to bring up Duncan Lutz. Jalen Griffiths at third, Brent Kaysen at first. Lutz, who's DHing for Josh Pigler tonight, has walked the first time and then had a run scoring base hit second time. Atkinson County running through their signals, first and third. They'll know what to do if the runner goes. You might see if the runner goes, they may stop to get in a run down to try to let the run score. Because if the run scores before the third out is made on the tag, then the run will count. Jordan comes to the stretch. Delivers. Pop up. Deep ball hit the center field. Center fielder going back. He misses it. Falls down, misses it. That's going to score 2 runs for Clinch. Fly ball got up into the wind. Center fielder had a hard time judging that. It falls for a 2-base error. But that allowed Jalen Griffiths to score from third on the 2-out swing. Brent Kaysen was running from first. He came all the way around and scored. And that gives Clinch the lead, 4-3. Clinch a 4-3 lead. 2 outs. That's going to bring up the catcher, Kyle Hendricks. He struck out the first time, walked the second time. Thomas with a good curveball. Kyle comes up empty on the swing. Lutz hit that ball well to center fielder, but the center fielder backtrack looked like he had a shot at catching it, but may have misplayed it in the wind a little bit, but the ball probably was catchable. Little outside. Makes it 1-1 to Hendricks. Wind blowing out more toward left center, between left and center, and that ball probably had a little more carry than it may normally have. Hendricks with a big cut, comes up empty, so he's behind in the count of ball and 2 strikes. Clinch, though, has scored 2 this inning to take the lead for the first time in the game, 4-3. Jordan ahead to Kyle Hendricks, a ball and 2 strikes. Good-looking curveball. Kyle was able to hold off. That's going to even it up at 2 apiece. Hendricks looking to keep the inning alive. Jordan trying to shut it off for the Rebels. Lutz hit a ball to center field pretty well. The center fielder went back. Looked like he had it, but lost his footing, and the ball fell off his glove, scoring 2 runs. Ball's outside. It's going to make it full count. Three-two pitch to Kyle. Ball 4. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kyle running. Kyle's one of the fastest kids on the team. Hendrick draws a 2-out walk, Puts runners at the corners for Clinch. That's going to bring up number 15, Josh Griffiths, the third baseman. He struck out both times. Would not be surprised to see Coach Douglas send Hendricks to try to get that other run from third to score, or move Lutz to from Lutz to third. Thomas trying to shut him off. Jordan trying to shut the rally off. Curveball a little high, ball one. Jordan's thrown a lot of pitches tonight. He's probably getting close to 70. Excuse me, almost 80 now, probably. Swing and a miss. Evens it at one apiece. Catcher had a hard time finding it, but it was right underneath him, so Lutz was not able to move up. Ball hit pretty good to left field. Left fielder backpedaling. Oh, he misses the ball. Ball falls off his glove. That's going to score one. Lutz is going to score. Kyle Hendricks will end up at third. And Josh Griffiths ends up at second with a two-base error by the left fielder. Ball hit in the middle of his glove and just came out. He started backpedaling, which is not usually a good sign. You start backpedaling, ball bounces around on your heels, wind blowing out. But nevertheless, Clinch scores another. Makes it 5-3 Panthers. And that brings up number 8, the pitcher, Warren Stovall. Runner on second. 2 outs here. Pitch down low, good block by the catcher. Stovall takes it for ball one. Jordan not getting a whole lot of help from his fielders there. He should have been out of the inning, but he's not. Instead, he's given up 3 runs. Stovall, ball, taking the ball. Panthers putting the ball in play, though. That's what you do. You put it in play, anything can happen. Fly ball hit the center field. Center fielder makes it kind of interesting, but he comes up with the catch. But not before Clinch scores 3 times to take the lead. So going into the bottom of the 4th, we've got a lead change. We've got Clinch County with 5, Atkinson County with 3. Be back in 60 seconds.
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia.
Welcome back, everybody. Into the bottom of the 4th inning. Clinch County holding a 5-3 lead. Looks like Warren Stovall still on the mound. Clinch comes up with 3 runs in their half of the 4th to take a 5-3 lead. Warren Stovall still on the mound. He's going to be pitching to the leadoff batter this inning for the Rebels. It's going to be number 6, the right fielder, Javier Martinez. He took a call, third strike, his first time up. Stovall delivers. Ball hit weakly in front of the plate. He fields. Throws to first. The leadoff batter for Atkinson County's retired. Pitcher to the first baseman for the first out. Good to see Warren get an out on one pitch as he's thrown a good many pitches this inning, or this game. All right, next batter up is number 10, Kelvin Ramirez, who's the left fielder. He walked his first time up. Swing and a miss. One and one to Ramirez. Ramirez is the 9th batter in the order. We're back at the top after this. Pitch upstairs. Stovall behind, 2-1. Three and one. Stovall delivers, ball one. Ramirez at first with a walk. One out here in the 4th. Stovall attempts to pick him off. He's back. Stovall had a couple moves here, but Atkinson County's been able to get the second. After the throw goes to first, they were able to beat the throw twice. Number 2, Trevante Williams, the shortstop at the plate. He's got a 2-ball, no-strike count here. Trying to move Kelvin Ramirez from first base around. He got on with a walk, open the inning. Stovall comes set. He delivers. Fly ball, out of play behind the dugout. Make it 2 balls and a strike. Umpire must be getting a little chilly. He's out there jumping around trying to stay warm. That were those kind of thin britches, it's probably whistling right through those. I imagine he's hunting some hot chocolate in the heater. Trevante Williams 2-1. He had 2-1 at the plate. Upstairs 3-1. That's going to make Stovall still having a little difficulty with his command. He's been good enough to be around, but he's just still throwing a lot of pitches. Foul back to even it up, 3-2. Still got Kelvin Ramirez at first, who opened the inning with a walk. Clinch scored 3 times in their half of the 4th to take a 5-3 lead. Stovall delivers. Ball hit to right center. Caught by the right fielder. For the second out of the inning, that's going to bring up the pitcher, Markel Jordan. He had an infield hit in the first inning and struck out in the second. The Rebels are run on first, 2 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Both pitchers deep in the pitch count. Stovall delivers. Swing and a miss. Like it might have been something off speed, a changeup or something, but it was a good pitch. Jordan was well ahead of that pitch. Stovall's had 7 strikeouts so far tonight. Oh boy, that ball's got away from him. It goes all the way to the backstop. Hendricks couldn't catch that one. So that's going to allow Ramirez to get the second. That's going to even the count at 1 apiece for Markel Jordan. That walk was Warren's 4th of the game. Ball hit the center field. It's going to be right at Darius Dorsey, who makes the play. And that's going to retire the Rebels here in the 4th. So we've played 4 complete here in Pearson, Georgia with Clinch County. The Clinch County Panthers 5, Atkinson County Rebels 3. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation. Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We got a pitching change for the Rebels. Got a left-hander on the mound in relief of Markel Jordan. It's going to be number 5, Brian Taft, who was the first baseman. He's moved to the mound. We'll have to see who's going to, what they do with Mr. Jordan, move him around. We'll give you the change as soon as we can. Nevertheless, he's going to face the first hitter for the Panthers. Number 7 man in the order is going to be number 2, Darius Dorsey. Dorsey's batted twice and come up empty. A couple strikeouts. Change all that, get Clinch on the board. They're leading 5-3 here going into the top of the 5th. So we can close the book on Mr. Jordan. He had 6 strikeouts and gave up Gave up 3 hits. Ball down low. But he didn't help himself because he walked 1, 2. Walked 4 and hit 1. And he was the victim of a couple errors too, so that didn't help him any. But nevertheless, 5-3 Panthers, top of the 5th. Brian Taft on in relief of Markel Jordan, facing Darius Dorsey. Dorsey, the center fielder, stocky center fielder for the Panthers. Takes that ball low. He's ahead 3-0 on the count. Panthers looking to add more, get that lead more. Last game we telecast was Brantley County. The Panthers had a 5-3 lead and threw an 8 spot on them. 3-1 to take it and blow it out. Panthers attempting to do the same thing, wanting to do the same thing. Taft, the left-hander, behind 3-1 to Dorsey, the center fielder from Clinch. Upstairs, ball 4. Dorsey was very sure of that. He left before the umpire had a chance to call it a strike. So the leadoff batter for the Panthers is on with a walk. That's going to bring up right fielder, number 22, Langston Hendricks. Hendricks had a pop up to the catcher the first time and went down swinging in the 4th. Dorsey's a good base runner. Has good skills. Inside, Taft, pretty good velocity. Misses. A lot of times with the left-hander, as soon as his first move, you break for second. Be interesting to see if Coach Douglas wants to be aggressive. That's a strike. Almost looked like the same pitch he called the ball, but 1-1. Runner on first, top of the 5th, Clinch with a 5-3 lead. Brian Taft on in relief. Hendricks attempts to bunt, bunts it foul. Makes it 1-2. Taft on in relief of starter Markel Jordan. Clinch got to him the last couple innings for 5 runs. He didn't have a lot of support though in his half inning last inning with a couple errors that opened the door for Clinch. There's Dorsey at first. Taft delivers. Good breaking pitch. Langston Hendricks comes up with it. Ground ball hit to third. Third baseman retires Dorsey on the throw to second for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up number 7, Jalen Griffiths, shortstop. Coach Adcock coming out to question the slide. Dorsey came in, slid after the out, and cut the second baseman's legs out from underneath him. Long discussion out there with umpire and the coach. So we'll get back to the action now. We'll take a break with our sponsors. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
All right, we're back. A little brief discussion. Umpire's going back over. We may have a little longer one. I think the coach may have just got a chance to get warm. Umpire coming all the way over. Not really sure. Usually you see an official sprint that hard, something's been, the burr's been under his saddle. Their coach for Atkinson County, Tommy Adcock, has been out several times to talk with the umpire. Not exactly sure what the latest visit was about, but nevertheless, Jalen Griffith's waiting to get in the box. But Langston Hendricks, who was on first with the fielder's choice, Darius Dorsey, walked. Hendricks hit a ground ball to third, and they got the lead runner at second. Dorsey comes in with a pretty hard slide. And I guess Coach Adcock took some kind of issue with that. But nevertheless, we got an out. Jalen Griffiths up. Griffiths bunted the first time up. Was thrown out at first, and then walked the second time, came around to score. Taft throws to first. Back in time. And he's getting a little chippy out there between everybody. Jalen Griffith steps back in. He makes an attempt. Ball gets by him, but ball gets by the catcher. Strike one. A runner must have thought it was a foul tip because he didn't advance. So we could take advantage of that. Would have worked just like a bunt. Griffith's behind in the count. No balls in the strike. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Catcher throws down to first. In an attempt to get Hendricks, but he's back in time. So Jalen Griffith's behind 0-2 here in the top of the fifth. Cousin Langston Hendricks at first. Clinch trying to add to the 5-3 lead that they've got. It took the lead last inning for the first time in the game when they scored 3 times. Ground ball hit hard in the hole. Going to get through to left field. Griffiths with an outstanding piece of 2-strike hitting. Singles to left field and moves Cousin over to second. Langston Hendricks to second. Clinch looking to get back in business again. They're back at the top of the order with the left fielder, number 1, Tom Langford. Langford had a hit back in the third and then was hit by a pitch in the fourth. This makes 3 innings in a row that Langford's hit, so Clinch has been putting a lot of people to the plate the last 2 innings. Had a lot of hitters. Ball down, blocked well by the catcher from Atkinson County. Holds the runners close, ball 1. First baseman Brian Taft came in relief of starter Markel Jordan. He's now on the mound. Taft is. Taft falls behind 2-0. Fly ball to right. Gonna be out of play. Makes it 2 balls and a strike. You can See the wind blowing on Langston's hair. It's still blowing pretty hard in batting gloves' back pocket. So still a gusty night out there. Tom Langford ahead 2-1 with Jalen Griffiths at first. Langston at second. Thomas hits a ground ball to first. First baseman Fields steps on the bag for the second out. However, that allows Langston Hendricks to go to third. Jalen Griffiths to go to second. So Clinch still in good shape. Base hit has scored 2 more and add to the lead right here. That's going to bring up number 17, Brent Casey, the second baseman, who's had 2 hits tonight. So Taft looking to try to shut the door. Kaysen looking to open the lead up. Ball down low. Outstanding block by the catcher. A hard curveball by Taft, but Kaysen takes it for a ball. That ball, if it hadn't been for an outstanding job by the catcher, Clinch would have had another run that would have allowed Hendricks to score from third. Jalen Griffiths at second. Langston Hendricks at first. Brent Kaysen at the plate. Down low, ball 2. Ball 2, good hitter's count for Kaysen. Kaysen does a good job. He's shortened his swing up, hit the ball. Two nice singles to right center. Ball gets loose from Taft. Taft behind 3-0. Duncan Lutz, the DH, on deck. Kaysen's able to reach on the walk. That would load the bases for Lutz. Oh, my goodness. That ball was thrown well into the dirt, so Kaysen goes to first. Taft having a difficult time with that control right now. So now the bases are loaded for Duncan Lutz. Brent Kaysen at first for the walk. Jalen Griffiths with a good 2-strike single, and Langston Hendricks score on base with a fielder's choice. So we've got 2 outs here in the 5th. Bases loaded for the Panthers. Panthers holding a 5-3 lead over the Atkinson County Rebels here on a very cold and windy night in Pearson, Georgia. Lutz at the plate. Strike call by the umpire. Delayed call. He's must be getting stove up and can't get his hand up very high. Curveball. Good block by the catcher. Evens it up at 1-1. Pitch down on Duncan's toes. Duncan was able to hold off. That's got a pretty good break to it. The pitchers for Atkinson County they look pretty effective. Early on, I think this wind may be giving everybody a little trouble. Both pitchers are, and relief pitchers as well, having a little trouble with their command tonight. But it's cold, it's windy, it's not a very pretty night for baseball. The only thing it's pretty for is to be sitting in front of the TV with your feet up with the heat on. Ball hit out of play. Duncan Lutz evens the count at 2-2. Lutz with the bases loaded looking to break this thing open. Base hit would probably score 2 with 2 outs. Everybody be running. One in the gap might get 3. Taft, left-hander for Atkinson County, trying to shut the door and stop the rally here. Long look in, he comes set. He delivers to the plate. Ground ball by Lutz. Up the third baseline. Just foul. Still even at 2-2 here in the fifth. Bases loaded for the Panthers. Duncan Lutz on the mound. 5-3 lead. DH Duncan Lutz had a single earlier. Lutz goes after pitches up in the strike zone, comes up empty. So he goes down swinging for the third out of the inning. We played 4.5. We're going to the bottom of the half. Bottom half of the fifth with Clinch County with a 5-3 lead over the Atkinson County Rebels. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor at Trinity Baptist Church. Man, Jesus has dramatically changed my life. And I want you to know He'll do the same for you if you'll give Him that opportunity.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're here for the bottom half of the fifth and blustery night here in Pearson, Georgia. Clinch County holding a 5-3 lead. Clinch starter Warren Stovall still on the mound. Ground ball hit by the leadoff hitter, Mansell. Ball thrown in the dirt. Comes up with the play. Fine play over there by first baseman Josh Pigler. Digs that one out of the dirt, so Stovall one pitch, one out. That's what you want to do. First out of the inning, that's going to bring up number 1, Slade White. I'm not sure if he's a catcher still or not. That didn't make a change, but he's still in the lineup somewhere. Stovall delivers. Ball hit hard down the third baseline. It's going to be a base hit. White rounds first. He's going to be held to a single. Hard hit ball down the third baseline. First pitch, big swing. He's had 3 hits tonight, White has. He's been the offensive star for the Rebels so far. That's going to bring up number 4, the center fielder, Cole Lott. Lott's come up empty twice. He's had 2 strikeouts. He's hitting with 1 out. Mansell on first. Excuse me, 1 out with White on first. Mansell grounded out to start the inning. Rebels held the lead for the first part of the game, but Clinch took the lead in the 4th, still hanging on 5-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Stovall delivers, swing and a miss. Lots come up empty so far tonight. Stovall looks in, takes his sign, holds White at first, delivers. Call strike. Good pitch by Stovall. Lot in the hole. Doesn't look extremely confident up there against the left-handers. Stovall with 7 strikeouts on the night, looking to make it number 8. Ball drifts outside for a ball. Ott looks down there at the coach. I think Coach Adcock's still there. He had some serious conversations with the umpire in the last half inning. Foul back by Lott, so he stays alive. Warren Stovall looking to record the second out of the inning. Got the first out on the ground ball to third and gave up a first pitch single to Slade White, the catcher for the Rebels, who's had 3 hits tonight. Did he go? Sure did. He offered at it. So Mr. Lott is yet to figure out Stovall on the night. That gives him 8 strikeouts. That's the second out of the inning, and that brings up the pitcher, Brian Taft, who had moved over from first base in the last inning. Rebels would run on first, trying to get back into this game. 2 outs in the 5th. Stovall delivers up high. Stovall thrown a lot of pitches tonight. He's in the 80s now. A lot of pitches on a cool night here in Pearson early in the season. Ground ball hit the second base. Casing up at the play. Throws the ball. He's called out, so we got the third out of the inning is from retired on the ground ball to Brent's Casing. So we played 5 complete innings here in Pearson, Georgia, with the Clinch County Panthers holding a 5-3 lead. Be back in 60 seconds.
At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind, then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you? All right, folks, here we are. We're back for the top of the 6th at Pearson. Clinch County holding a 5-3 lead. Warren Stovall, the last 3 innings, has been lights out. He's shut Pearson down completely. Whereas Clinch, on the other hand, has put a bunch of base runners on the last 3 innings. They're now facing the left-hander, Brian Taft, who came in relief of Markel Jordan. Clinch with that 5-3 lead. We're going to see leadoff batter for Clinch is the catcher, number 3, Kyle Hendricks. I'm not sure, we may have a change. Umpire coming out with his score sheet. Let's take a break and we'll go to our sponsors for a few seconds.
My name's Thomas Stevens. We're Wild Ass Cattle and Timber. We grind stumps and take down small parcels of timber. No job too big, too small. If we could ever help you, we sure would appreciate the business. My number is 912-282-0609. Thomas Stevens, 912-282-0609. Thank y'all.
All right, folks, we back. Had a brief conversation between coach and umpire, and we're back. And Brian Taft facing Kyle Hendricks. I'll get you caught up on the count here in a second. That ball's in the dirt. See if the umpire will give me a decision on what's what here. Hendricks, the catcher, walked a couple times and had a strikeout early in the game. Always dangerous, got plenty of power, got good speed. That's a strike. Taft trying to keep the Panthers at bay. Panthers looking to add to what's happened the last couple of innings. Swing and a miss by Kyle. Took a monster cut there if it hit that one. Might have landed in Irwin County. Taft deals in the dirt. Hendricks looking to be the leadoff runner for the Panthers. 2-2 count. Panthers done a good job with 2 out hitting tonight. They've had 3 or 4 hits with 2 outs. 2 strikes. Hendricks looking to keep that alive. Pitch upstairs. He takes for ball 4. So that's 3 walks for him tonight. And when you put him on base, you're putting the speedster on the base so he can easily move around those bases. Next hitter is going to be the third baseman for Clinch, number 15, Josh Griffiths. Josh has had a couple strikeouts, but had a long fly ball that fell for a 2-base error back in the 4th when Clinch scored 3 runs. So Clinch looking to get him on base anyway. Throw to first by Taft, an attempt to pick off Hendricks. Hendricks gets back safely. Taft looks like he's got a pretty good move there. Ball. Catcher very aware that Hendricks is quick at first. Came up and attempted to throw, and ball came out of his hand. Taft came up, couldn't decide where to go. Threw the ball wildly, and Hendricks was easily safe at second. The ball goes over. First baseman throws it wild over the shortstop's head, so Hendricks goes from first to third on the error, stolen base and an error on the throw by the first baseman. Panthers are back in business. Got the leadoff hitter. Moved all the way around to third base. Got Josh Griffiths. Ball downstairs. Catcher blocks it. So Taft attempted to pick the man off at first. Runner at first. Hendricks off, but move was a little bit slow. Hendricks had a good break to second, and then the first baseman helped Clinch out by throwing it to the left fielder. Josh Griffiths at the plate. Foul back, good cut. Umpire delayed, third strike call. Griffiths goes down looking for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up number 8, Warren Stovall, the pitcher. Taft goes ahead quickly. No balls and strike to Stovall, the pitcher. Stovall's had a couple walks tonight. Ground ball hit the third. Third baseman checks him, makes the throw to first for the second out. Hendricks is unable to move. So Taft coaxes Stovall into hit a ground ball to the third baseman for the second out of the inning. Now it's going to be up to the center fielder, Darius Dorsey. Try to get that important 6th run in for the Panthers. Dorsey had a couple strikeouts and then got on a walk last time. That ball kicks off the catcher's mask on a hard curveball. That's going to allow Kyle Hendricks to score. Wild pitch by the pitcher because it bounced hard. The catcher had no chance to block that. So that gives the Panthers a 6-3 lead. Cool as it is outside, those runs are important too. So Dorsey still at the plate. 2 outs for the Panthers. Hard hit ground ball through the hole. So Dorsey's on with a single to right. Dorsey keeps it alive for Langston Hendricks. Number 22, the right fielder. Langston popped up the catcher, struck out, and then got on the fielder's choices last time. Clinch with a 6-3 lead. Dorsey at first. Dorsey, good base runner, good wheels. That will see him moving here to try to add to the lead. The pitch right down Main Street for a strike. Taft come in, done a pretty good job. He's kind of limited the Panthers here. Gave up 1, but curveball high. Dorsey running. Gets away from the shortstop. Dorsey safe at second. Dorsey with a stolen base at second. Curveball upstairs, so Clinch with another run in scoring position. Base hit here would definitely score Dorsey. He's going to be running on the swing with 2 outs. Hendricks, a lot of power. Taft delivers. Call strike. Bottom of the strike zone. Ball and 2 strikes to Langston. Dorsey may be running on the pitch. Try to get another lead. Try to get another run in. A lot of times you run with 2 strikes, get an errant throw at third, you get a free run. So there he goes. There it is. Dorsey moves over to third on the pitch in the dirt. Runners with the 7th run, 90 feet away. Swing and a miss. Hendricks comes up empty, but Clinch scores another run. So Clinch now holds a 6-3 lead. 6-3 lead after 5.5 innings here at Pearson. Georgia will take a break and we'll be back for the bottom of the 6th.
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal.
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles.
Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-Go, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
All right, folks, we're back for the bottom of the sixth here in a very cool night in Pearson, Georgia. Clinch County holding a 6-3 lead. Warren Stovall still on the mound for the Panthers. He's been there the whole way. Atkinson County's going to start at the bottom of the sixth with number 16, Carson Mercer, their second baseman. Brent's casing up there to. Well, I'm telling the story, folks. We had a pitching change. We got Jalen, shortstop. Jalen Griffiths has now come to the mound. Griffiths throws 3/4 from the side, very hard on right-hand hitters. Ground ball hit to third. Griffiths up at the play, throws to first. Stovall now playing first. So one very quick out recorded by Griffiths. A ground ball from third to first for the first out. It's going to bring up number 6, Javier Martinez, the right fielder. Griffiths deals. Good-looking pitch for a strike. Griffiths is long and lanky, kind of whips the ball. Got good velocity, pretty good breaking pitch. Pitch a little high. He was counted 1-1. Stovall's moved to first. I don't know what else Clinch has done defensively. That's a strike. Good job, Jalen Griffiths. Come in, filling up the strike zone. That makes everybody happy. All the way around the park. As I can tell you, if you're still here, you are cold. Ball a little low, 2-2. Good looking pitch. Call third strike. Martinez knew it. He started walking back to the dugout before the umpire called it. 2 quick outs in the sixth. That's going to bring up the number 9 man in the order for the Rebels. Number 10 left fielder, Kelvin Ramirez. Looks like we've got a sub. That's number 20 now. That's going to be number 20, and I don't have a number 20 on here, so we'll just have to call him number 20. Colby Rodriguez is 21, so that may be him. But nevertheless, 2 outs here. In the bottom of the sixth. Griffiths on the mound. Griffiths looking to shut the door here in the sixth to bring the Panthers to the seventh. Pitch outside. I have to catch up with the count here in a second. I was looking to see who was hitting and lost the count. Swing and a miss. Good looking pitch by Jalen. Jalen focused, able to throw strikes on his cool night. He's been playing short though, so his arm's pretty warm. Borderline pitch goes for a walk. So that's going to take us back to the top of the order. And that's going to be the shortstop, number 2, Trevante Williams. Griffiths looking to cut this thing off before Atkinson County can get started here, protecting a 6-3 lead. 2 outs. Pitch outside, ball 1. Griffiths checks the runner, throws to the plate. Ground ball hit slowly to second base. Kaysen comes up with the throw. Makes the out. So Trevante Williams is recorded, is retired second base to first base for the third out of the sixth inning. So we played 6 complete here in Pearson, Georgia, with the Clinch County Panthers holding a 6-3 lead over the Atkinson County Rebels. We'll be back for the final inning in 60 seconds.
Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh, mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville.
All right, folks, we're back here in Pearson for the 7th and final inning, we hope. Left-hander Brian Taft on the mound still for the Rebels. Leadoff batter for Clinch is going to be number 7, Jalen Griffiths, who is now the pitcher. He moved from shortstop to pitcher. Taft starts out with a fastball down the middle. Griffiths hits it back at the screen for strike 1. Clinch started out slowly, got behind 3-2, and came back. Took a 5-2 lead, then a 5-3 lead, now a 6-3 lead. Curveball for a strike. 0-2. Pearson's been quiet the last couple innings. Scored 1 run on the ball up high. Scored 1 run. Wild pitch last inning. Pitcher Griffiths, Jalen Griffiths, who is the leadoff hitter here in the 7th. Swing and a miss. So Taft records the first out of the inning on a strikeout to Jalen Griffiths for the first out of the inning. Taft has come in and done a good job. Kind of kept the Panthers at bay. He got one last inning, but that was not really his fault. So a couple throwing areas. We're back at the top of the order for Tom Langford, who's number 1, the left fielder. Thomas has had 1 hit tonight, hit by a pitch, and had a strikeout and a ground out to first. So 1 for 3 on the night. Pitch up high, ball 1. Taft has come in and, like I said, done a good job of throwing strikes. Been around the strike zone. Got a pretty hard curveball. Good-looking pitcher. There it is. There's that good-looking curveball, 1-1. Ball's got a lot of downward action. Taft delivers. Uh-oh. That should be a ball, I believe. It's usually what happens there. I don't think that's a do-over. I think that counts as the ball, but we'll have to wait and see here. Taft lost his balance as he went to deliver to the plate, and the ball never left his hand, so have to wait and see what the umpire calls on that. The ball's down low. So it's at least 2-1. Possibly 3-1. We'll have to see what the umpires decide to do with that pitch that didn't leave the pitcher's hand. That's a strike. Taft's ball's got a little movement, too. 2-2 pitch. I say 2-2. No. There's 2 strikes anyway. We either got 2 balls or 3 balls, depending on what they're going to do with the last one. Thomas Langford pops it up. Third baseman's fighting that wind. And he comes up with the catch. I tell you what, fellas, any fly ball tonight, you earn your money if you can corral it, because that wind is taking it everywhere. Those plays that the outfielders missed may not be totally their fault with that wind blowing like it is. Anyway, the second out's recorded, and that's going to bring up number 17, second baseman for the Panthers, Brent Casey. Brent has had a couple hits tonight. Big key hits early on, and then fielder's choice and a walk. Casey looking to keep this thing alive for the Panthers in the 7th. Three-year starter for Panthers. Senior second baseman. Takes the pitch, offering from Taft, takes the curveball. There's that hard-breaking curveball, but Brents doesn't offer at it. Taft gets the sign, delivers. Up high. Taft with pretty good velocity still. Hit a pop on the catcher's mitt. Doesn't look like there's quite as many people back there as there was when we started the game. Some of them must have went ahead and give it up and went to the house. Again, our home plate umpire is hard to figure out what he's calling here. He called that a strike and that ball hitting the dirt. So I'm not really sure what the count is. I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking it might be 2-2. Taft delivers way outside. I can call that one. That was definitely not a strike. Must be 3-2. Brents didn't go anywhere. And Taft delivers on a full count. Casey swings and misses, so the Panthers are out in the 7th. Panthers go quietly, but they still hold that important 6-3 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the last attempt by Atkinson County to tie it up.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor at Trinity Baptist Church. Man, Jesus has dramatically changed my life. And I want you to know he'll do the same for you if you'll give him that opportunity.
All right, folks, we're back for the bottom half of the 7th. Clinch holding that 6-3 lead. Last crack for the Rebels to try to get back in it. Jalen Griffiths has come in on relief, and he's shut the door in the 6th. In the 7th, he's coming up, and he's going to face the starting pitcher from tonight who moved, was replaced by Taft in the 5th, Markel Jordan, number 7. outside. I believe that's 2-0. Griffiths deals. Jordan at the plate. I believe he called it a strike. Panthers trying to finish this one out and run their record to 4-0 on the season. Pop up. I think it's going to blow out of play. It does. More importantly, they'll be 1-0 in the region, so that's a good start. Rebels fought them hard for most of the game. Wasn't an easy game by any stretch. Clinch had some very timely 2-out hits to build the lead. Some good solid pitching from Stovall and Jalen Griffiths. Griffiths induces a pop-up to third. He's called off by the shortstop to make the catch. Not sure who's playing short now. We had some changes. Jalen Griffiths was a shortstop, but nevertheless, Jordan pops up to short for the first out. Very, very important first out in the seventh. You get the first one, it takes a lot of steam out of folks. The first one sometimes can be hard to get. That's going to bring up number 3, Willis Mansell, the DH. He's had one of their hits tonight. Griffiths looking strong. Foul ball. Hit off the handle of the bat. I would think if it hit him in the wrist, he wouldn't be standing there looking at you. He'd be shaking it pretty hard as cold as it is. That wasn't very convincing. If you want to convince the umpire, you better throw the bat and grab your hand. If you just stand there and look at it as cold as it is, he know it didn't hit your hand. He was born at night, but it probably wasn't last night. Mansell behind, no balls and strike. Now that one right there, that one hit him right in the middle of the number 3. That's what it looks like when you get hit there. So we got a 1-out base runner for the Rebels. That's going to bring up the catcher, Slade White. White's been the hitting hero for the Rebels. He's had 3 hits, double and 2 singles. He hits the ball well. He can change this game in a hurry. We don't need to give them leave the door cracked at all for the Rebels. Not sure what we're doing here. Like we're going to have a pinch runner. So number 3 has come out of the game. The DH. We're going to have a pinch runner. Might run a little better than Mansell. Have to get a number on it until we can tell who it is, but nevertheless, Panthers with a runner on in first here, and 1 out in the 7th. And their dangerous catcher, Slade White, up 3 for 3. Everything the Panthers have thrown up there, he's hit. Snap throw back to first. Runner's back in time. Griffiths trying to record the pinch runner, trying to catch him sleeping, but he got back, beat the tag. Good tag applied by Warren Stovall, who's moved over to first. Ball in the dirt. Good block by Kyle Hendricks. Keeps the runner at first. Outstanding job by Kyle to keep that ball in front of him. Griffiths' ball was lively. He throws a little 3-quarter, kind of whips it up there. It has a tendency to sink on you, and sometimes it sinks a lot. Another block. Hendricks earning his money back there tonight. Jalen better buy his cousin. They're cousins. He and Jalen and Kyle and Langston are all cousins. He's going to have to buy cousin Kyle a Coca-Cola after the game. Hard as he's working him. Ground ball foul. Good action on that pitch by Griffiths. 2 balls and a strike. Panthers looking to close this thing out. Get back on the bus and warm up. Tomorrow night we're going to have basketball action on this same network. Clinch County girls will be on this network in conjunction with the National High School Federation. The Clinch County Panthers girls drew a bye in the first round. They'll be playing at home tomorrow night against the Mitchell County Eagles at 6 o'clock. So tune in for that game. It won't be on right. It won't be on Creekbox. It's going to be NFHS. So that means you're going to have to subscribe to that. You have to go online to their website and subscribe to it. But if you just subscribe, it's good for the whole month. So, and there's a possibility Thursday night, our Clinch County boys are playing at Wilkinson County, and we may be telecasting that game again in conjunction with the NFHS network. We'll let you know tomorrow night for sure, and then we'll be back for baseball possibly Friday. Just have to wait and see how things shake out. We'll let you know. Just stay tuned in, and we'll keep you plugged in. Coach Lee Douglas with a quick visit to Griffiths. Tell him, just relax, son. Throw strikes. Let your defense help you. White at the plate, heading the count. Ground ball hit the second. Could be a double play. Oh, no. Ball bobbled a little bit. Brent Cation recovers and able to get the out at first. Mansell moves to second, or pinch runner number 9. For the Rebels, who is Ethan Batten, moves to second. White's is retired on the out 4-3 by the second baseman to the first baseman. That's going to bring up number 4, Cole Lott, as the last chance for the Rebels. He's had a tough evening. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. This is probably the man the Panthers would like to see in this position. Ball up high. Griffith's working hard to try to shut this thing down. Panthers, with this out here, the Panthers will go to 4-0 on the season, 1-0 in the region. Griffith's right down, shoot, strike 1. Panther pitchers have done a great job since the third inning. They've shut the Rebels completely down. Rebels haven't had a hit. Back to the pitcher. Griffiths fields it. Throws to first. And that's going to complete the game. Clinch County prevails in this region matchup, beating the Atkinson County Rebels 6-3 here in Pearson, Georgia on a cold night. Good pitching job by the Clinch County Panthers pitchers. They've pretty well shut down the Rebels. Rebels put up a fight early on, but Clinch County battles back. Again, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock on the NFHS Network, Clinch County Panthers playing the Mitchell County Eagles in girls basketball in the state public Class A Girls Championship. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next time. God bless. Have a good night.
You're watching Creekbox TV.